I'm Lily, and I got invited to speak about a master program I did in the Netherlands and the Rotterdam School of Management about global business and sustainability in one event. And I thought, why not? I would just also did one in English so that I can share with more people who are interested in applying for the master program, especially in business sustainability in RSM in the school of and Rotterdam School of Management. And of course, besides that, I will also share a little bit about my living experience in the Netherlands, career path, the possibilities in sustainability, and many more. So I will share a little bit about myself. I am Lily, I come from Taiwan, and I did a bachelor in geography back in Taiwan. In the last year of my bachelor, I did an exchange year in Utrecht University in the Netherlands, and that was the first taste of the life in the Netherlands, and I really loved it. And I also realized that it kind of confirmed me my idea that Netherlands is quite a nice place if I want to go toward a career in sustainability. And after the exchange year, I applied for the master program in Rotterdam School of Management, which is called Global Business and Sustainability. And I started in 2023 fall, and I graduated in 2024 summer. And after I graduated, I started to look for jobs. And in November that year, I joined a company called To Impact as a junior sustainability consultant. So if you're also interested in sustainability consultants or just in general working in the Netherlands, this video, I hope, is going to help as well. So before we dive into those, a little bit background about the school, Rotterdam School of Management. Actually, this is just a faculty under Erasmus University in the Netherlands, in Rotterdam. And on the website, you can find there are so many English full-time master programs you can choose from. So not necessarily sustainability, but there are also many different kinds of masters in business. For example, supply chain management, finance and investments, they're all very good and well known. They're all taught in English. And on the right is a picture of our campus. It looks like a very Rotterdam style of campus, if you like it. And how do you apply for the Rotterdam School of Management? And how do you apply for the master program in Rotterdam School of Management? On the website, you can actually find all the information that you need to know. I think they do a good job being transparent and clear about the timeline, the requirements, and the process. So usually every year, the application season starts at the 1st of October until mid-May or 15th of May. But it's very important you should know that it is on a rolling base. It means the application will stop once they get enough applications. And it also means the earlier you apply, the earlier you get an offer. They don't wait until enough people apply, then they start to select people. They would review your application once you apply. So this will connect to the tips I'm giving after this. And at the end of this slide, there are several good tips that you should know when you apply. And sorry for the Mandarin title here. I forgot to change it, but I wanted to say for this slide is about how do you apply for the master program in RSM. And what kind of documents that you need to submit together with your applications. First, of course, is your bachelor transcript. They need to know if you have got enough credits in your bachelor about qualitative or quantitative research methods. And 20 EC, which is a European credit system, 20 EC's organization studies or business administration related courses, and 20 EC in social sustainability, environment sustainability, or just business administration. And I have to say they are very strict about those credits in your bachelor. So if you didn't have these courses, if you didn't take any courses related to this, or you didn't have the credits, it's very likely that they will ask you to study 1 year extra. Before you start the real master, you need to do a 1 year extra year, which is called pre-master. And in a pre-master, they will teach you all the things that they think you need to know before you really start the master program. And so transcript is one thing very important. And GMAT, if you didn't study if you didn't study a bachelor in business, they want you to pass the GMAT exam, and the minimum requirement is 565. And besides that, you need a resume in English, and you need to prove that you have English proficiency at C1 level. So you can either, if you already done a bachelor in English, I think that's already a good proof. But if you haven't, you need to do TOEFL or IELTS, that kind of English exam. But don't freak out. I will tell you later why it is. You can kind of strategically prepare for that while already sending out your application. And one thing that I really appreciate is that to apply for RSM, those documents I listed here are actually what you need. That's all. There's no recommendation letter, there's no cover letter, and there's no interview in the whole process. So for me, it was kind of like a big plus. It's really easy to apply for it once you have the right documents, and it really shouldn't take you too much time, I have to say. So it's really straightforward. They really look at whether you have those courses in your bachelor and whether you have passed the minimum requirements for GMAT and the English test. And for some tips for those who want to apply for master programs in RSM, first of all, you have to know, just like I said, it's a rolling base. So it means if you apply first, they will review it first and you will get the offer first. They won't compare you with the other candidate who applied a bit later and say, oh, because the other one has a better grade, so I will give it the offer to them instead of you. No, it's like first come, first serve. So get your CV ready and get the bachelor transcript ready before the application starts, which is in October. And you can already submit those 2 documents and your application to the school. And if you haven't had your GMAT exam or you haven't had your TOEFL or IELTS exam, it's okay. They will give you a conditional offer, and then you can always submit your exams when they are out, and then they will then turn the conditional offer to, I don't know how it is called, but to a real offer. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a GMAT or English test results when you apply. That's a big know-how, and you should take use of it. And I think this is true, but I'm not sure. I think you can only apply for one master program at one time in RSM. But so you cannot apply for supply chain and in finance and investment at the same year. But if you get into one, or I think it's if you don't get the one that you apply for, they will actually give you a chance to advise you which programs you could actually get in, and if you want, they will just swap it to you if you don't succeed with your first application, if you know what I mean. And here we are diving into a little bit more about the program, Global Business and Sustainability. So this is the curriculum. It's on the website. And it is a 1-year master program. We have the autumn semesters and the spring semesters. In the autumn semesters, you have 5 mandatory courses. And you can see on the slides the name of the courses. And I personally find that business sustainability, social ecological systems, very interesting and helpful. It's about system thinking, and it really raised like the entire thinking into a more philosophical level. It's about why companies have to care about sustainability and how do you think about sustainability issues in a more system thinking way. It's really a good foundation to start the entire program, I have to say. And also RSM has I think RSM is doing a good job helping students to step into their career after or even during the master. So we also have a course called Personal Career Narrative, and that one is so great and so helpful. It gave me the idea of how the job market works in the Netherlands, that you need to do a lot of networking, coffee chat, and then it teaches you how you should send a 6 bullet point message on LinkedIn so that you can get a coffee chat from someone that you works in the companies you aspired, for example. That really helped me. And yeah, and in the spring semester after the winter break, you come back to school and you have 3 electives you need to do in the spring semester. And at the same time, you also need to write thesis. I think I'm gonna pause here, and in the next video, I will talk about thesis, internship, and what else? Extracurricular and career in sustainability and about life and work in the Netherlands. So because I need a water break. But I will see you in next video.